So my name is Jacob Pollack. I am 17. I go to Milburn High School. It was like an official Cornell summer program where you got actual college credit for doing it. It was 3 weeks long. So it was like beginning of the summer. And so I was at Cornell at that time because it was before coronavirus. I did a social entrepreneurship program. So it was 3 weeks basically discussing how like businesses, and we read books too as well. But the main idea was how businesses can go beyond just charity work, like helping people rather than working with them. So we kind of went through different organizations. So some of them that we did is we went through Teach for America, like an organization in America that has like people who just graduate college. They go to like high schools to help like schools that don't have as many teachers or that much support. We talked about some outreach programs that were in like Africa. We read a book called I forgot the exact title, but it was something about Jacqueline Novacrat. She created this whole organization of like micro funds instead of just like a huge bank. And then what we did at the end of the end of the course is we created we created our own organization. So we wouldn't actually like, once we left the college, it would be a little difficult to actually like create, but we kind of like theorized it and kind of like made a plan. So my group, I was with other students. We made a project called Project Empower, which was to help like public schools in the New York City area who don't have as much after school help, and help students who may need that support. So that was what we did at the end of the kind of the program. So I learned about the Cornell one probably just, I think I knew about the university, so I was just curious about like what programs they had. So I would say I mostly got it from the internet, just like looking at it. So the best part of my Cornell program was just being on the college campus, having the teacher, like accessibility, like the professors. It was my first real, like my parents didn't go to college, so I don't really have too many like experiences about like college. So it was actually really nice to be able to be independent, kind of really not relying on like high school, like your teachers, like your course schedule. Like it was very much you had to work on your own, which I really liked, the independence. And also it was just nice being on a college campus away from, I guess, school, my family. I guess it was nice to have some time off, and also being on a college campus, something I had not really been to, and also kind of learn experiences. I think the cool thing about like summer programs is that high school sometimes it's a little bit, some of the courses are very general and also they're restrictive. But for the college, like the summer programs, that you have the option to take some interesting courses. Like there's no social entrepreneurship program in my high school. That's not a thing. Also management, like even business in my school is very like, they don't really have any courses. And if it is a course, it's quite a joke. So it was nice to be able to have the opportunity to study those during the summer. I would say that the worst part was, and this is probably specific just to my course because it was very compacted, and the Cornell program that I attended, there were many different other programs. There were tons of people who were doing different programs. It was just, my class only had like 10 to 15 kids, which is pretty small, but other classes had like 30 or 40. So I guess that could be annoying if there were too many people. But my course is probably one of the hardest. So I definitely spent like all my time like studying in the library, finishing my projects. So it is a lot of work. So I mean, sometimes I guess the summer programs could be really difficult. I don't know if it's kind of hard because I didn't really have any expectations beforehand, because I didn't really know exactly what was going to happen anyway. One thing I guess I did not realize is how there was so many different there's so many different like elements of these summer programs that I didn't really know of. So beyond just like kind of the studying the courses, you have the option to do some like fun activities. Like I said, you can go on trips with people. You can like hang out. Like I was, when I was in Cornell, it was during 4th of July. So we had like 4th of July celebrations. We also had like a talent show. So I guess that was something I didn't really expect, because I thought it was just mostly like course. I was only going to the program to learn new information. I wasn't there to, of course I wanted to have fun, but I was there to learn something. So it was nice to have those other activities. It was a little expensive, so I would say that don't do a summer course if you shouldn't wait. You shouldn't spend your money on that instead of something like really important or essential, because some programs I guess are like add-ons, because you could of course learn on your own. But I would say that the Cornell one that I did, I think it was especially expensive just because it was college campus, college food. It was official college credit. So like, I don't know if I would go to, if I went, but if I like went to Cornell, they would count for my like college credit. So I was like, I already had like a semester worth of credit. So I mean, I guess maybe that's why it was expensive. But I think overall, I had a great time doing it. It was much better than just being in my like house alone, although that's what's happening now. So maybe it hasn't changed too much. But I think it was worth it. I mean, I wanted to learn something, and I did learn, and I met a lot of new people that I wouldn't have otherwise. Recommendation is, well, do it early. I mean, if you're doing I think by February 19th, I think it's a little bit late, honestly. Um, I guess it depends. I mean, I don't know how the coronavirus, all that stuff's been affected because I did this the year before and I didn't do any summer programs last year. I don't know when the deadlines are, but just, I guess, do it early, get the recommendations done. Because I got my recommendations done pretty early. Get your writing done. Both of my courses, I had to write something. So I guess I wrote my stuff pretty early, so I didn't have to stress about it later on. I guess, yeah, and also spots will fill up. I think a lot of these programs, I think people want to learn over the summer. Like, you don't want to lose all your like knowledge. So, I mean, it's important. I think it's good to almost like sign up for these courses pretty early, or else your spot's going to be taken.